Summer often means enjoying hikes with the family or riding a bike. According to Bentonville Police, it's also the time of year for more car break-ins. Good evening, I'm Jennifer Piñate.
And I'm Chad Mira. Thanks for joining us tonight at 10. It's certainly something you have to keep in mind this time of year. KNWA's Crystal Martinez tells us where police are working the majority of these cases and how they're stepping up security.
We know the trails are growing. We've got to patrol those the exact same way we patrol the streets.
Bentonville Police Sergeant Gene Page says most car break-ins are reported out here near the entrances of trails.
One thing that drives that is the summer months. We have a lot of people that are going to the parks, they're going shopping, they're going out, and criminals know that.
Page says with more foot traffic on the trails in the summer, they're tightening their security by using solar-powered cameras to monitor parts of the trail and adding more officers to patrol.
We are expanding. We are getting more and more officers out there, pulling them off of patrol once they finish their regular shift. Then they'll change uniforms and they're back out on the trails again.
Page says there are ways you can also avoid falling victim to auto burglaries, like not parking near cars or SUVs with super tinted windows and moving your valuables before you leave your car.
The best time to do that is before you leave your home, because then the criminal doesn't sit there and watch you do that, and then once you leave, go down the trail, they go ahead and break in.
Page says most importantly, keep those valuables out of plain sight and those doors locked.
Advice resident Bill Long says he follows every time he hits the trail.
First off, it's a park in a pretty visible area where there's other cars, not in an area that makes it easy for somebody to break into and not be seen.
Long and his wife say seeing the amount of officers on the trail is what keeps them coming back.
Quite a bit, you see them.
And that's comforting to know they're keeping an eye on things.
In Bentonville, Crystal Martinez, KNWA Northwest Arkansas News.
Crystal, thank you. 3 new abortion restrictions set to take effect around Arkansas this week are facing scrutiny. The Attorney General says the lack of these requirements could lead to gruesome results. A federal judge heard testimony today on the new laws challenged by the state's abortion providers. Little Rock Family Planning and Planned Parenthood state Arkansas's only surgical abortion clinic could close within a month if a federal judge doesn't block a new law restricting who can perform abortions in the state. Arkansas Attorney General Leslie Rutledge filed a response to the lawsuits. She included 17 affidavits and declarations from Arkansas mothers describing the harm of abortions. U.S. District Judge Christine Baker's ruling is still under review. The new laws are set to take effect this Wednesday.
The city of Decatur approved 6 acres for public housing. Housing and Urban Development requested the land to build the project using federal grant money. Tonight, the city council agreed to sign the grant application and give the land to HUD pending approval. If built, the development will sit on the west side of the town off Grand Street and will hold 50 homes. Mayor Bob Tharp says it's all about attracting people to the small town.
Tonight we'll sign with the public housing the grant application, and that'll be filed beginning tomorrow. And then the process from there will be some surveyors will go to work, and also we'll take care of the legal part, do the transfer of deed and title.
20 units would be reserved for seniors 62 and older and will be based on income. The other 30 homes will be for families and have no income restrictions.
Fundraising efforts continued tonight for the U.S. Marshals Museum. Right now, the U.S. Marshals Museum Foundation has raised $37 million toward the $50 million museum. The Rogers Historical Museum hosted an event called Meet the Marshals tonight to help close the gap. Even though the museum will be in Fort Smith, organizers say it will benefit communities all around Arkansas.
We are a nationally scoped museum, knowing that we'll put between 13 and 22 million back into Sebastian County. That's an economic impact that's incredible. Of course, we're going to cross-share tourism with our sisters across the states.
The museum plans to have a building dedication in September and hopes to open by next year.
As class sizes continue to grow, a local school is hoping to grow with it. Prism Education Center in Fayetteville was approved for a permit to expand its space to hold more students. The private school has about 160 students in pre-K through 12th grade. It's looking to accommodate the older students and advanced placement classes.
We started off as a pre-K through 7th grade school, and over the last 8 years we have grown and expanded our classroom to accommodate also middle school and high school students. And so now we're a pre-K through 12th grade school, and we need more space to accommodate our growing student body.
With the approval of the permit, the school is looking to lease about 2,000 square feet in a strip mall just east of its current building. The Trafalgar Road fire, otherwise known as the Stump Dump, has been nearly a year-long plague for people living in Bella Vista. But the Property Owners Association says it's now finally extinguished.
KNWA's Kelly O'Neill is in studio to break down the science behind this type of phenomenon.
Last July is when the Stump Dump fire started smoldering, likely when a small brush fire ignited debris. By December, the Environmental Protection Agency declared the air within a half-mile radius around the property to be unhealthy at least once, and an emergency declaration was made by Governor Asa Hutchinson. So what happened underneath the surface?
I have a sick child because of negligence in this community.
From headaches to health scares.
We've all in my family have experienced some type of persisting cough or respiratory issues.
To home costs.
What we were told is the Stump Dump fire is having an impact on the sale of our home.
And now construction. Finding a solution to put out the Stump Dump fire in Bella Vista has been anything but a breath of fresh air.
There's several days where we had to shut down, and it was costing us $10,000 an hour, and we were having to shut down because of lightning.
Tom Judson, the Chief Operating Officer at the Bella Vista Property Owners Association, says when the Arkansas Department of Environmental Quality was going to name the POA as a potential responsible party, he decided not to fight it in court. Instead, the POA took the project head-on, even after Governor Asa Hutchinson said it would cost $21 to $37 million.
If they had spent $37 million and then we were found as a potentially responsible party, that's a big bill.
The POA hired 3 different contractors. Environmental Resources Management out of Houston, CTEH out of Little Rock, and E3 Environmental out of Mississippi. The fire was out in less than 30 days and cost $4 million.
We cut out $1 million from our budget. We had some money in emergency reserves. You know, we've had to really put together the funds in a very creative way to come up with the $4 million.
Although the ADEQ classifies the Stump Dump as a subterranean fire, Paul Steffen, the principal partner with ERM, calls it a landfill fire that was actually never underground.
What they did is they took basically an area that had a steep slope to it, and they put material on top of it. And so it was a landfill, not a hole in the ground.
Inside the landfill, they found mostly wood products like stumps and branches, 13 tires, a mattress, trace amounts of metal banding and rebar, and pipe. There were no hazardous substances or hazardous waste. Debris was burning at more than 1,000 degrees.
And you will see these large track hoe excavators digging into the fire and taking the contents and submerging it in water and stockpiling it and then processing it.
After phase 1 wrapped up, Steffen says somewhere between 12 to 15,000 bulk cubic yards of material was burned over the course of excavation.
We compacted that material back in on the site, and really the compaction was important because it gets the air out of it, makes it as dense as possible. Then we covered it up, and some of the material was very fine grain, and we thought it made a good vegetative layer, so the last 6 inches of the site are effectively this mulch material.
The POA and ERM both agree that the biggest challenge was efficiency, with so many unknowns.
We got it done very quickly, so I'm very pleased from the residents' point of view, but also from a financial point of view.
Judson said that if the cleanup costs actually amounted to the estimated $20 to $30 million, the POA could have found itself in bankruptcy court, but instead the project came in right at budget. The POA now has 60 days to submit phase 2 to the ADEQ. Once that's complete, the POA hopes to transform this area into something more green with trees and vegetation. You can see an animated diagram of the layers of the Stump Dump on our website, nwahomepage.com. In studio, Kelly O'Neill, KNWA, Northwest Arkansas News.
Fascinating report. Kelly, thank you so much. It might not be the most talked about group at Susan G. Komen Ozark, but they're making a huge difference.
We want patients.